Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense, but do the math. Even if they choose to use them, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. Now a run on first down. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one.
Your age ain't just the barbers when you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. But if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no let. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little what's your run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and made that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest, you ain't got a lie.
All the hard work.
I'm out of the phone. I'm breaking hearts and I put them in chrome. Swiping, no swiping. These be stealing my tones. Stealing the chops like the that I'm on. I might go Vincent skeleton bone. You know what like me get cold. Icing out everything I own. Came from the bottom to bottom. I brought my twin with me just like feeling Leo. These are watch me on replay, just like it's a real. You know I stay real. I can feel. I might go yellow or black on Margiela. I cut through the paper. I'm killing the bill.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Browns sideline, you see Kevin Stefanski. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. You get a look there at the first quarter numbers, and now trying to add to those as this next drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the former Heisman Trophy winner. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Pickett. To the outside. Complete to Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw. Pickett. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
And the Browns 1st down.
Now a give on the ground, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. It's a Browns 1st down.
20. 1st down, Cleveland.
Let's go now.
To throw is Pickett. Catch made right side. It's Johnson.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's in! Touchdown, Cleveland. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
See his numbers from that opening drive, which includes the touchdown run, as they begin once more with a first down. It's first down, and they'll run. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
To the ground, a first down run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down.
Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Forced out left.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Rolling right, He'll try and get there on the ground.
Tyree Wilson on the stop. A gain of 6.
Browns offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On the play fake, it's Pickett. That is caught right side, and that's Fanning. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes to go here till halftime.
The 26-yard
We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here comes 2nd and 4. From the gun is Pickett. Back over the middle and caught by Judy. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
15 yards. And the Browns first down.
Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Judy. And that is incomplete. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Throwing on 2nd down. Pickett. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10.
Throwing Pickett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. See the numbers here in the first half, and now time to build on those as this drive begins with 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team. Mike.
The Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Veteran safety Jamal Adams there for the tackle.
A gain of 2.
2nd down and 8. Here's Pickett. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Pistol snap back to Pickett. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
They'll go play action with Pickett. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and long. Back to throw is Pickett. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it. So I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. And another 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, he finds an opening. And he will score again. Touchdown, Browns. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Browns offense, and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Start on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. From the 31, here is 2nd and 9. Now, Pickett. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Finding space at the 40, and he is out of bounds. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11, and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Pickett now on play action. That is complete as the tight end Fannin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
11 more yards. And the Browns, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Cleveland. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. And it would seem as if this 3-game win streak is going to become a 4-game win streak. Still a little work to do in this one as they start 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Finding space at the 15. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Touchdown, Browns. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. Browns offense ready to take over once again. And a few kneel down should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left, but it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. 2nd down, they need 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stephanie! 18 Cardinal.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side this time. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
He's brought down at the 31.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. And that is 6 rushing touchdowns in the game, equaling the record set by Alvin Kamara on Christmas Day in 2020. You're watching one of the great individual performances in NFL history. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.